I think body-worn cameras have benefited policing and the public in a number of ways. One is the number of complaints against police. They have significantly reduced. Now, that's not saying that genuine complaints are being ignored. That means that malicious complaints or misunderstandings that can be very easily explained with the body-worn cameras, but more so malicious complaints can be identified very, very early on. And I've seen evidence where there have been some real nasty complaints made about police officers which have been clearly caught on body-worn camera. If that officer, who generally single-crewed, if that officer didn't have the body-worn images, there are a number of people making malicious complaints which could potentially be job threatening for that individual. But the evidence is there. And that, I can't tell you how important that is to police officers. We talk about swift justice, that saves money and time and make sure that justice is seen to be done. But I want body-worn cameras to be used in a more daring way. I like the idea, and I know that the Chief Constable of Avon and Somerset, Andy Marsh, is pushing this to make sure that body-worn cameras can be used to interview victims of crime, to interview, perhaps, in some circumstances, offenders. To save police officers having to go back to police stations or having to write pages and pages of statements. Maybe in some circumstances body-worn cameras can be used differently. But for what we use them for now, they are absolutely a godsend, and they are part of an officer's everyday kit. It saddens me when I hear some officers are not issued cameras. And as I've said before, and I stand by it, I think those officers are being failed. It should be routine equipment, and officers think nothing of putting it on. I get more complaints from officers who don't have body-worn cameras because they know it offers them a level of protection that they've never had before.